Hello everybody, today we're going to be playing NBA 2K16. Yesterday we made it to the Boston Celtics. We're going to be doing our first match, I guess. Oh, it's Curry. I did not know Curry was number 30. But, yes, we did not win any of our games. But we did make it into the NBA draft, and we made it to the Boston Celtics. Let's see if we're playing our first game in NBA history. We lost the championships, but we won the car. What?
I hit the charger on my arm. It hurt really bad.
Okay, so we're gonna advance. Oh, 8 games. Okay. We're going against.
Boston Celtics.
We're going against the 76ers.
More like the booty Celtics.
Shut up. We're going against the Philadelphia 76ers. They're like the.
My bed.
They're like the most best people. First NBA game. This is my first NBA game.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
Yeah! Let's go win this game.
Huh?
Let's go win this game.
I'm gonna plug the charger.
First NBA game.
Can't believe it's finally here.
That's me?
You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right
Holy
in front of
moly!
you, it's almost hard to
Spike,
believe.
you're a Spike Lee joint.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Now it's time for me to show everybody I belong.
Bro, I'm ready.
Do my best to represent Harlem.
Lemon Dadring. A spick wide.
Shh. AJ, he's talking. He's talking. That's me. We're going against 76ers.
Diego, your name is Diego Overton?
No, they just named me that.
No, you're...
We're playing as the Boston Celtics. The Golden State Warriors were the last one. Shh, AJ, it's time to get serious, alright?
Alright, time to...
Wait, am I playing against Curry? I really hope not.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start
this is
the
my home
season in
court.
style. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg,
Stop.
this is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burks on
Dude,
the
I
sideline
need to
as
get
well.
my game. AJ, stop.
This Boston crowd
I need to get
ready
my game
roar
on,
in
my
this
game face
Eastern
on.
Conference matchup for the
I skipped it.
Strength. Very good at finishing better.
We're going to check out our first glimpse of professional
We have
basketball from
79
Freak.
points. Where am I? Oh.
You know, he's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't
Dude,
be
he's
happier
passing.
for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
Taking a look at the 76ers, they've got Grant. Carl Landry is out there with Embiid. Then it's Tony Roten. And it's Sampson in at the 2 spot. They set the pick. Off the pick. Will
could've
not
made that.
go. This is off the front iron. The 76ers struggled last year, but it was mostly due to their offensive issues, Greg. At times, they could be okay on defense.
No doubt, Kevin. They've got a good group of rim protectors, and they also knew how to force turnovers, but they have got to improve offensively.
Stolen by Landry. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. Here's Roten. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe.
I
for
didn't do
2.
anything.
It's going to be on Freak.
Excellent game we've seen from Tony Roten. He's got 14 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
And that concludes the first half.
That's the first half. Halftime. Okay.
Okay, everybody, pay attention. We definitely got some stuff to go over from the first half. We're not going to let this game get away from us. We need to operate more as a unit than as individuals at the offensive end. Let me see an extra pass or two. That'll get us shooting the ball much better than we did in the first half. I also really like how hard we've crashed the offensive boards. That's given us a
I did not mean to skip that.
And let's not lean too much on the fact.
I did not mean to skip that, guys.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the quarter started. Fantastic game.
Is this Bowser?
No, it's
Well, anytime you can get
I
to
don't
the free
think
throw line with that kind of...
Zeller. Freak comes in for Jared Sullinger. And Turner's subbed in for Crowder. Then for the 76ers, Noel's checked in for Landry. And it's Cannon in for Hollis Thompson. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. David Lee is out there with Freak, and it's Thomas in at the guard position. That's the Boston Five. And Noel gets it to go on the assist from Covington. And that's 10 points for Nerlens Noel. Celtics trail by 20. Right wing. Here's Overton. Releases from the wing and drills it. Overton makes the bucket. An important momentous occasion for this young guy, getting his first points in an NBA uniform. Pass to Noel. And that one is stuffed right through.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
Move the ball. It's sticking
Thomas
too much.
kicks to Freak. Pulls up on the elbow. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and two shots coming up. Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA
I made
floor.
it. Oh, let's go.
Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a
Who am
long
I
journey for
guarding?
him, but every level
am
along
I
the
guarding?
way, he's
Oh.
found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Outside Turner. Johnson dishes to Freak. Can't hit from 12. The 76ers leading by 20. Cannon, the pass to Noel. Sampson kicks to Embiid. Knocks it loose and stolen by Freak. The feed now to Smart. Dishes to Johnson. From 13, that's short off the rim.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Let's
Just
go.
a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And Noel kicks to Grant. Here's Sampson. Feeds it to Noel. Grant gets a wide open look. No good on the triple. Celtics trail by 18. Pass to Johnson. He feeds it to Freak. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Cannon. Turner covering. They double in with Freak. Cannon kicks to Grant. And here's Freak. And the foul goes on Isaiah Cannon. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break.
Oh my God, they really got to see me out.
Changes for Boston. Olenek, he's checked in for Lee. Freak comes in for Johnson. And Urebko is subbed in for Jay Crowder. Then for the 76ers, Okafor's checked in, and Robert Covington subbed in for Thompson.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the 76ers.
You know, Clark, their big advantage was points in the paint.
Well, they pounded that ball inside, Kevin, and operated down low. It worked for them consistently.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Landry. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Okafor. Noel is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Roten in at the 1. Smart dishes to Freak. And Embiid with the block. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. They double him with Freak. Covington passes to Embiid. Covington with the bucket. And the 76ers lead by 21.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quiet.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I made 2 points. Huh? Okay, sorry for that. Sorry about that, guys.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Yeah, whatever. So our first game went really badly.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Carl Landry.
Shot over 50% from the field in the game, a testament to how hard he worked to always find the best look possible. He was in constant motion. He found those gaps in the D and made the most of his open looks.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
I think there was supposed to be more, but I did not skip it. Okay, game stats, whatever, advance. Sorry about that, guys. We did so bad in our very first game, but they barely let me play, so that's why. Man, they don't even trust me a lot. We need to gain their trust. It's saving. I don't even see the things on the bottom right. Because it was blocking the loading when it was saving. I did not see it, and I couldn't read it because it was loading. Okay, now we can move on to our next game. I can't do anything right here. Let's advance. Rookie year, game 13. Boston Celtics. Brooklyn Nets. We need to win this. First game back
Coming
in New
home.
York.
New York City, baby. I'll be honest. I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece. Yeah, they're going to be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is going to be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's going to be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, Barclays Center.
Don't
Hi
care about the
everyone, we're happy
dances.
to have you with us for this edition of the NBA
honestly
on
don't even
2K
care.
Sports. This
I'm
is
also
Kevin
gonna skip the
Harlan
dances
with Clark
because
Kellogg
I
and Greg
honestly don't
Anthony.
even care. They just waste my time.
You look at Boston. Well, guys, at this point, while still many things can change, the record is not on par with their performance last year. Maybe a cause for concern, but something they are well aware of.
Yeah, and as far as the regular season goes,
Freaks checked in for the Celtics. Jay Crowder comes in for Thomas. On the floor for Boston. Overton, he's in at the 4 spot. Turner is out there with Bradley. Then it's Tyler Zeller, and it's Crowder in at the 3 slot. Johnson, good.
And guys, we've seen teams hire college coaches with no NBA experience before. It hasn't always worked out, but for Boston, they have to be very pleased with Brad Stevens.
And it's Freak missing.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Johnson kicks to Lopez. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. And now it's a 10-point Brooklyn lead.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Celtics trail by 10. Freak passes to Zeller. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Bargnani. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Johnson outside. From 12 feet out, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
The Brooklyn Nets come into this one following a loss to the Boston Celtics.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
Feeds to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shots good from Bargnani.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Dishes to Crowder. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. To the middle. Here's Overton. Brooklyn with the rebound. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
Lopez with the block. Here's Jack. Off target from the baseline.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
And so we wrap up the first half. It's the Nets as they end the second quarter with a
here with Andrea Bargnani. And Andrea, nice shooting night for you so far. And
I'm skipping that. And like I said, I don't really care about the dances. Hey, Jay, can you close the door, please?
Okay, guys, let's talk about that first half. We've given this crowd way too much to cheer about. The second half is going to be played on our terms. You got me? We've been too one-dimensional on offense, and it's made us too easy to defend. We've got to start getting points from the low post. We're not going to survive on perimeter offense alone. We also played first-rate team basketball offensively. Great job consistently finding the open man and turning some good passes into easy baskets. And don't worry too much about our tempo this half. We'll take what the defense gives us, whether it's on the break or on the half-court set. We've got an uphill battle on our hands, no doubt about it. I don't want to catch you guys looking at the scoreboard. All we can do is play our game.
Okay, sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Johnson with a nice quarter.
Changes for Brooklyn. Bargnani comes in for Wayne Ellington. Robinson is subbed in for Johnson. And a new group in for the Celtics. Olenek, he's checked in for Zeller. Freak comes in for Sellinger. Jerebko's checked in for Turner. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Bradley. Jarrett Jack is out there with Young. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Bargnani. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the Nets 5.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah. And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And after losing the first of this 4-game season series, they've gotten their revenge tonight, evening things up 1-1 with 2 games left to play against the Celtics.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Brook Lopez. He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
Larkin kicks to Lopez. And it's Freak with the rebound. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Rebounded by the Nets. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. Here's Larkin. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Okay.
Well, Joe, congratulations.
I'm
The
doing
2K
so bad right
Sports
now.
postgame show.
I don't care.
Ernie Johnson here again with
skip
Shaquille
this.
O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let Brook Lopez.
Yeah, I'm really not
Just a
gonna do
dominant
this, but if
display
you
by
want to
Brook
watch it,
Lopez
just...
in the post tonight. Lopez is a threat on multiple levels. His offense is always going to be there, but his deep.
Yeah.
And folks, that's it for
Yeah,
us.
we're
Thank
skipping
you
all
for
of these.
tuning in. Always a pleasure.
Sorry, but
for
we're
Kenny
skipping.
the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson.
We're probably gonna play a little bit more games. Oh, okay, I don't care. I don't care. We got 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and $2. I need to get better at the game.
What a life, eh, Freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad Mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, living the dream. Mad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell, and my mom's friends called her up and said, "Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell?" And my mom says, "Yes, sirree, Bob, it was him." That was a great moment, Freak. And you know, our lives, like a pearl necklace of great moments, all strung together with the finest silk thread of memories. And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and thread that necklace.
And by the way,
Does this meeting
you
by
think
any
we
chance
should
have to do
get
with Vic Van
NBA
Leer?
2K22 or NBA
I wasn't
or
poor,
FNAF
upper middle class,
security
comfortable.
breach with this
My daddy worked as an accountant for one of the
Five
largest
Nights
insurance
at
firms in the country.
Freddy's
Smart with his money.
security
Mom
breach?
didn't have to work. I went to boarding school.
Just tell us in the comments.
And my dad died of a heart attack when I was a freshman at MIT. I was a movie geek, wanted to be a civil engineer, but I made my fortune by becoming a hybrid of both those interests. My dad didn't want me to be an accountant. Oh, listen to this. My best friend was a guy named Isidore. Yeah, we called him Izzy. He was one of the smartest human beings I have ever met in my life. I mean, Izzy was taking second-year college calculus courses as a high school sophomore, right? Straight-A student, full ride to MIT. Izzy had the world at his fingertips. But he was always looking for trouble, and trouble found him. He ran with the wrong crowd. And when we got to MIT, he got this great job working for a financial consulting firm in Boston. But every weekend, he would fly to Vegas. You see, Izzy had a system for counting cards in Vegas that had the big casinos on the strip. Oh, it's stymied. He would come back to MIT with suitcases filled with $200,000 in cold cash.
What?
Yeah.
So your man Izzy was getting hit off like that?
Like a fat rat in a cheddar cheese factory, Freak.
Okay, so what happened to this dude Izzy? Because he's dope.
No, not dope. Dead. After he'd been missing for 3 weeks, the Nevada State Police never found hide nor hair of Isidore. And our friendship took a hit when he asked me to hang out with him in Vegas, and I said I wouldn't do it. Because I knew he was on a dark and twisted path in his life. And yes, he was my dude. But no way was I gonna throw my life away trying to show my loyalty to a guy who really and truly didn't understand what loyalty was all about.
So this meeting is about Vic.
Correctamente.
Okay, well, sir, Vic isn't Izzy.
And why's that, Freak?
Well, for one thing, you and your dead friend Izzy didn't grow up poor. Me and Vic grew up in a neighborhood where we had to look over our shoulder every 2 seconds to make sure nobody was going to walk up on us and rob us.
True. Izzy and I did not grow up in the hood. But we, like you, thankfully grew up in a 2-parent household. But even that wasn't enough for Izzy. He wasn't satisfied. He was always looking for a 5-alarm fire when he already had the warmth and comfort of a loving family. This is not about class warfare, Freak. This is about the consequences of making bad choices and risking it all when you feel like you have nothing to lose.
Vic is like a brother to me, sir.
But you shouldn't be Brother Vic's keeper, Freak. Would a brother go looking for trouble and put your career and your livelihood at risk by getting into fights at nightclubs and seedy after-hour joints and then scream to the media, "Yeah, it's all good, I'm an FOF, friendo freak. It's all misunderstanding. Y'all be haters, don't hate my game." I don't think a brother would do that to someone they really cared about, but a guy who looked at you like a meal ticket would.
No. So you don't understand Vic.
Really? I don't understand.
No.
Look, man, it was a misunderstanding with the guy in the next VIP booth. His honey started flirting with me. So naturally, I started flirting back. Next thing I know, Captain Cornball's off my grill piece beefing. Next thing he know, he got a 2-piece and a biscuit on his left eye. Hey, I don't know who hit him. And it damn sure wasn't me. Hey, Captain Cornball's mad because I'm an FOF, friend of freak. Hey, but check this out, though. He needs to train that hottie before he leave the house, though. Yo, he's hotties ain't loyal, man.
What's there to understand? Are you freaking blind? You know, I just want to know, how much did you pay your lawyers to make all this go away?
Almost 100,000.
Excuse me, son, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said I paid almost $100,000.
Exactly. And if you keep riding shotgun with Vic, you're gonna go broke. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Vic is my friend, and I grew up with him. How many times I gotta tell you, sir?
Freak, this is not a request. I am not asking you to do this. I am telling you to do this. And the first order of business is that Mr. Vic Van Leer is banned from traveling with you on the road. Vic is banned from the locker room. And Vic is banned from this arena. And if I catch this guy, Vic, in or anywhere near the facilities, Mr. Vic Van Leer will be arrested for trespassing.
Are you serious, sir?
Brother, I'm as serious as cancer. We all know that can be deadly.
No. Me and Vic were kids, playing summer tournaments at the Dome. We always imagined making it to the pros. And after the crowds left, just a street light was on the court, 11:30, 12 midnight, even 1 in the morning sometimes. We used to practice player introductions, running on the court, giving dab, high-fiving the teammates. Vic, he would act as an announcer. You know, he would introduce me and announce my name on the loudspeaker, and the Jumbotron would flash my image like a little guy dressed in long shorts and a jersey. And now, fresh off his 3-game, 62-point scoring streak, the youngest player to ever do so in NBA history, Frequency Vibrations. So me and Vic would sit in those empty bleachers at the Dome and dream like nobody's business. And now I'm living a dream. For real. And in so many ways, Vic was part of that.
Please, listen to me. I mean, I know this guy's your dude from way back.
Look, me and Vic go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
That's good. We go way back. Did you say front seats?
Front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
We go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac. Well, do you have any crickets? I'm going to be the hit once again at Herbie Allen's Sun Valley Shindig because my fellow billionaires love it when I walk and talk that talk.
So that almost sounds...
No, let me tell you exactly what it sounds like.
What?
It's been 33 minutes.
I know.
I respect, admire, and most
watching this
importantly,
cutscene.
love you as a human being and a role model.
Wait, how do you know?
But I pay you a lot.
How do you
and
know?
I mean, I pay you a lot
How do you
of
know?
money to play for my team. And I am in this game to win it. And you can't win it with an albatross around your neck like Vic.
How do you know?
Vic is done. History. And here's some more lingo that I picked up from a former megastar who used to play for me several seasons ago. Thought I would never release him until I did. And now...
But it's only
he's the
31
sixth man
minutes.
of a struggling team in Venice. And yeah, I'm talking Venice with the canals and the gondolas.
Okay,
and
okay.
Harry's
That's okay, just-
bar, not the street ballers next to the fortune tellers on the beach in Cali. This guy used to tell me when he thought there was a player destroying our team, don't be a hero, cut that zero. And that is what I am telling you about, Vic, freak. Don't be a hero, cut that zero. The only thing Vic brings into your life is headache, and unwanted and unnecessary negative attention. And it will begin to affect your mindset. And when it affects your mindset, it's gonna affect your play. And when it affects your play, it's gonna affect my team. And when it affects my team, it's gonna affect my money. And if it affects my money, Google Translate will become your new freaking friend. I want a championship ring, freak, and I want you to help me get that ring. And banners after banners hanging from the rafters in this arena. So, freak, hear me clearly and hear me good. V, G, G, Vic, gotta go!
VGG.
Handle your business. And remember, that contract you signed contains a morality clause, a very important clause that revolves around your conduct on and off the court, and how it can negatively impact my team. Now, I don't want you to have to learn Italian or Croatian as a second language. And hey, playing pro ball overseas, there's nothing wrong with that. But the arenas are nothing like this, nor will the money be the same. And on top of all of that, this is the US of A, the greatest freaking country in the world. Ask yourself, is Vic worth all that? Think about it. Think long, think wrong.
That was extreme terrifying. VGG, Vic gotta go.
He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We have love for each other. We're brothers.
What do you mean?
Blood couldn't make us any
What kind?
closer.
What kind of chicken?
He has so much loyalty to me.
Okay, I don't know what kind of chicken though.
And to my family. You can see even Cece, you know, has issues with him, but he still loves her.
Alright, I'm gonna go downstairs and see them. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Hello guys, I'm back. So we're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna eat. Cavaliers! Cleveland Cavaliers!
LeBron James. What more can you say about the guy that hasn't already been said? He can play anywhere on the court, and he gets it done on both ends like nobody else in the league. If we can't slow him down, this game could get out of hand real quick. It's gonna be one of the biggest tests of the season for me, that's for sure. Time to step up.
We're playing against the LeBron James. The LeBron James.
The Cavaliers coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. Celtics make a quick stop here in front of their Boston fans. just one game before heading back out. This is a team in search of an identity. They've dropped 7 of their last 8. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And for Cleveland, Thompson and Verija at the 4 and 5. Irving is out there with Mo Williams, and it's Jefferson in at the 3 spot. Irving kicks to Jefferson. That pushes it to double digits. Jefferson's got his second bucket. Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career, because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
And for the Celtics, Overton, he's in at the 4 spot. Smart is out there with Isaiah Thomas. Then it's David Lee, and it's Turner in at the small forward. 1:32 left to play here in the half.
You know, one thing you can say about Kyrie Irving as he
take the USB out. And then connect it back.
got more talent around him. He's become much more efficient offensively. Shot selection had been a question for him, but no longer as he's gotten more help.
Crowder, he's checked in for Turner. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Smith checked in for Irving. 1:29 left in the second quarter. Smith kicks to Thompson. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim. And Irving with multiple 55-point games last season. The first player to do that since the great Kobe Bryant back in '07.
And some changes here for the Celtics. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Cavaliers lead by 5. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm over here.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
Yes, I'm here with Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Yeah, we might as well just end it here.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Kyrie Irving. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
Kyrie.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports group, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
Okay, so if you enjoyed today's video, just like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're notified whenever we post a video. Bye bye, and let's hope you enjoyed this video.